My name is Tom. I live in a small city, but last weekend I visited my grandparents on their farm. It was my first weekend on a real farm, and I felt very happy. On Saturday morning, my mother and I went by bus to the village. The trip was 2 hours. I looked out of the window and saw green fields, cows, and big trees. The air looked clean and fresh. Grandpa waited for us at the bus stop. He smiled and gave me a big hug. Grandma was at home and made soup for lunch. The house was old and nice. It had a red roof and a big kitchen. After lunch, Grandpa said, "Tom, do you want to see the animals?" I said yes very fast. We walked to the yard. I saw 4 cows, 10 chickens, 2 pigs, and a brown horse. The horse's name was Star. Grandpa gave me some food for the chickens. The chickens ran to me and made a lot of noise. I laughed because they were very funny. One small chicken jumped on my shoe. Then we went to the cows. Grandpa showed me how to give them water. The cows were big but calm. I was a little afraid at first, but Grandpa was with me. In the afternoon, Grandma and I picked apples behind the house. The apples were red and sweet. Grandma told me stories about my mother when she was a child on the farm. I liked to listen to her voice. At 5 o'clock, it was time to ride the horse. Grandpa helped me sit on Star. The horse walked slowly around the field. I felt like a cowboy from a movie. In the evening, we had dinner together. We ate eggs, bread, cheese, and tomatoes from the garden. Everything tasted very good. In the city, food is not the same. After dinner, I helped Grandma wash the dishes. Outside, the sky was full of stars. In the city, I cannot see many stars, but on the farm the sky was bright and beautiful. I went to bed early because I was tired. My room had a small window and I could hear the crickets. I thought, the farm is a quiet and nice place. On Sunday morning, I woke up at 6 o'clock. On the farm, people wake up early. Grandpa was already outside. He said, "Good morning, Tom. Today you are a real farmer." First, we collected eggs from the chickens. The eggs were warm in my hands. I put them in a basket very carefully. Next, we cleaned the place where the pigs live. The pigs were pink and a little dirty. They looked at me with small eyes. Grandpa said pigs are very smart animals. Grandma made a big breakfast. We ate pancakes with honey and drank milk from the cows. I was very hungry and ate a lot. After breakfast, I helped Grandpa in the garden. We planted small tomato plants. Grandpa showed me how to put water on the plants. He said plants need sun and water to grow. At noon, my mother arrived from the village shop. She brought ice cream. We sat under a tree and ate the ice cream together. It was a warm and sunny day. Later, Grandpa and I walked to the river near the farm. The water was clear and cold. I put my feet in the water and saw small fish. Grandpa told me he swam there when he was a boy. In the afternoon, I played with a ball near the house. The dog of my grandparents, named Luna, played with me. She ran very fast and was friendly. Grandma called me to the kitchen and taught me how to make bread. I mixed the flour and water with my hands. The dough was soft and white. I felt proud. At 4 o'clock, the bread was ready. The smell was wonderful. We ate the warm bread with butter. I wanted to eat 5 pieces. Soon it was time to go back to the city. I felt a little sad. I liked the farm very much. Grandpa said, "Tom, you can come again in the summer." I hugged my grandparents and the dog Luna. I looked at the fields one more time. The sun was going down and everything was orange. On the bus back home, I thought about my weekend. I learned many new things. I learned that farm life is hard but beautiful. Animals need care every day. I also learned that food comes from work and love. My grandparents work a lot, but they are always happy. When we arrived at the city, the streets were noisy again. Cars, music, and many people were everywhere. I miss the quiet farm already. At home, I wrote about my weekend in my school notebook. I drew a picture of the horse Star and the chickens. This weekend on the farm was special for me. I want to go back soon. Maybe next time I can stay for a whole week. Now I know that a farm is not only a place. It is a family, animals, trees, and the open sky. It is a place where time walks slowly. That was my happy weekend on the farm. Anna and Luis are a young couple. They live in a small apartment in the city. One Saturday morning, they decide to visit the city museum. They like art and they want to do something different. The day is sunny and warm. Anna wears a blue dress and Luis wears a white shirt. They take the bus at 9 o'clock. On the bus, they talk about the paintings they want to see. The museum is in the center of the city. It is a big gray building with many windows. In front of the museum, there is a small garden with flowers and a fountain. Anna takes a photo of the entrance. They buy 2 tickets and go inside. The hall is very quiet. A woman at the door gives them a map. She smiles and says, "Welcome to the museum." First, Anna and Luis go to the room with old paintings. The walls are white and the paintings are big and colorful. Anna stops in front of a picture of the sea. Anna says, "I like this one. The water looks real." Luis answers, "Yes, and the sky is very beautiful." They walk slowly and look at every painting. Luis likes a picture of a horse in a green field. He reads the information under the painting and learns the name of the artist. Next, they visit the room with modern art. The art is very different. Some pictures have many colors and strange shapes. Luis does not understand one painting. He says, "I do not know what this means." Anna laughs and says, "Maybe it is a secret." In the next room, there are statues. The statues are made of stone and metal. Anna touches one statue very softly. A guard says, "Please do not touch." Anna feels a little embarrassed. At 11 o'clock, they feel hungry. They go to the museum cafe. The cafe has big windows and many tables. Anna drinks an orange juice and Luis drinks coffee. They share a sandwich. While they eat, they talk about their favorite art. Anna likes the sea painting the most. Luis likes the horse painting. They feel happy to be together. After the cafe, they go to the photography room. There are black and white photos of the city many years ago. Luis shows Anna a photo of an old street. Luis says, "Look, this is our neighborhood in the past." Anna says, "It looks so different and quiet." They spend a long time in that room. Anna loves to imagine the people in the photos and their lives. Later, they find a small room for children. There are tables with paper and pencils. Visitors can draw their own pictures. Anna and Luis sit down and draw for fun. Anna draws a flower and Luis draws a funny cat. They show their drawings and laugh. They feel like children again. At 1 o'clock, there is a short tour with a guide. Anna and Luis join the group. The guide talks about a famous artist from the country. They learn new words and new stories. Luis asks one question to the guide. He feels proud because he speaks clearly. Anna smiles at him. In the last part of the museum, there is a gift shop. Anna buys a postcard with the sea painting. Luis buys a small book about horses and art. They leave the museum at 2 o'clock. Outside, the sun is very bright. They sit on a bench in the garden near the fountain. Anna says, "I really liked this day." Luis answers, "Me too." The museum is a special place. They decide to walk home instead of taking the bus. On the street, they see musicians and many people. The city feels full of life. On the way home, they stop for an ice cream. Anna chooses chocolate and Luis chooses vanilla. They continue to talk about the museum. At home, Anna puts the postcard on the wall. Luis looks at his new book on the sofa. They feel relaxed and calm. That night, they cook dinner together. While they cook, they remember the paintings, the statues, and the photos. Anna says, "Next month we can visit another museum." Luis says, "Yes, I want to see more art with you." It was a simple day, but for Anna and Luis it was perfect. They learned new things, saw beautiful art, and enjoyed their time as a couple. For them, the museum was not only a building. It was a place for dreams, colors, and stories. And it was a place for love too.